Google's cloud gaming platform Stadia has quietly been working on becoming the ultimate home for fans of video games and anime. So let's talk about it.
Are you listening?
Hey, welcome back to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, and of course for today's show, we are talking about anime. Something that I know very little about. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of Kamehamehas, and there was this one anime that I watched that was filled with like overexpressive people who were like, Hikama! Now before we dive into today's spotlight, it's probably worth noting that anime is just the Japanese word for animation, so technically, any game that looks like an animated cartoon could qualify as an anime.
Whoa. Look, I'm gonna stop you there, okay? Anime is strictly used to define Japanese style of animation. American cartoons like Family Guy do not count as anime.
Oh, I'm sorry, you must be new here. Complaints can only be submitted on February 29th and in writing, so while I definitely hear you, we've got rules for a reason.
But that's not fair!
Take care now. Bye-bye then. Anyway, as they mentioned, technically an anime qualifies as a Japanese style in animation, and while we will do our best to try to respect that, this, of course, is my show. So we are going to use the 1964 Supreme Court definition of, I know it when I see it. Buckle in, folks. Now, if you've never heard of Stadia, it of course is Google's cloud gaming platform, where after signing up for a free account, you can use devices that you already own, like a PC, laptop, phone, or television, and play any of these games on Stadia's virtual cloud-based console. And you know, in doing research for this video, I mean, I gotta admit, I was surprised. Stadia has become quite the home to anime titles, like especially for our first game, Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle, which features more than 40 playable characters, a story mode that allows players to experience the first, second, and third seasons of the show. Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle also features a versus and cooperative mode for online play with friends, along with a territory recovery mode where players will create your own regiment, gather comrades, and try to recapture territory outside the walls. Moving on to the next game, we have Ben 10 Power Trip, where Ben and his family are on vacation when the evil magician Hex summons monsters from the void. Now it's up to you to put on the Omnitrix, transform yourself into powerful aliens, and break Hex's curse. Ben 10 Power Trip also features puzzle solving, free exploration of the towns in Europe, along with the ability to power up your alien as you progress through the story. Alright, now this next game isn't technically an anime, but it probably should be. Dawn of the Monsters from WayForward transports players into the cataclysmic battle between giant monsters in this kaiju beat-em-up. Players will take control of either the Megadon, Aegis Prime, Tempest Galahad, or Ganira and smash their way through more than 35 missions of fighting off kaiju beasts by yourself or with a friend in the game's two-player co-op mode. Next up, we need to showcase two games that are based in the Dragon Ball universe, with the first game being Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, where players can create their own warrior, train to learn new skills, and help fight new enemies. Players will get to relive the Dragon Ball story by time traveling and protecting historic moments in the Dragon Ball universe. On top of all of that, the game features a brand new hub city that is 7 times the size of the original game's hub city. And the developer is boasting that the hub city is home to over 300 players who you can either fight with or against at any time. The next Dragon Ball game that we have is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. In Kakarot, gamers will relive the story of Goku and other Z fighters in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Beyond the epic battles, you will get to experience life in the Dragon Ball Z world as you fight, fish, eat, and train with the likes of Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta. Exploration is encouraged as you can explore new areas and adventure as you advance through the story and form powerful bonds with other heroes from the Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Now the next game that we need to discuss is Foreclosed, which this game's art style looks like it's straight out of a Japanese anime. Foreclosed is a narrative-driven action-adventure video game set in a cyberpunk world filled with action, suspense, and experimental augmentation. Players will follow the story of Evan Kapnos, whose identity was recently foreclosed. Stripped of his job, his brain implants, and his access to the city blockchain, he must now escape before his identity and implants are auctioned off. My Hero One's Justice 2 is an over-the-top sequel to My Hero One's Justice. Based on the hit anime series, all of your favorite characters return in this 3D arena fighter that pits heroes and villains in the ultimate test for righteousness. Featuring 40 playable characters, build your own dream team with your favorite heroes or villains and play through the anime and experience memorable fights as you relive iconic scenes. One Piece World Seeker encourages players to leave their compasses behind and join Luffy as he embarks on a brand new action-packed adventure where you can experience the powers of the legendary Gum Gum fruit to uncover hidden secrets. Now, it is definitely worth pointing out that Google Stadia is home to the premium edition of this game, which will feature, of course, the base game, bonus items, and 3 additional episode packs to explore. Moving right along to our next game, we have Wavetale, where players will surf the waters of a submerged city, fight gigantic sea monsters, save your neighbors, and uncover the secrets hidden under the surface. Wavetale is a story-driven action-adventure game. You must traverse the calm waters and surging waves as Sigrid, a young girl who befriends a mysterious shadow that provides her the ability to walk on water. Plus, this game isn't just something pretty to look at, it also is fun to play. You will speed through the waves, swing yourself from housetops with your net, and defeat monstrous enemies to save the citizens of the islands. And our final game is Young Souls, which is easily my favorite game on this list. Young Souls combines the beat 'em up and RPG genres in a world created by a stunning art direction. Explore the world of humans and then journey through a portal to the world of goblins. Grab your weapons, arm yourselves with the toughest armor, and take on hordes of enemies and bosses that await you on the other side of the portal. Now, there are plenty of other anime-style games on Google Stadia that are worth shouting out. Games like Adventure Time, Pirates of Enchiridion, Chris Tales, Risk of Rain 2, Streets of Rage 4, Transformers Battlegrounds, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, or even Dragon Quest. But we've reached the point of the show where I stop talking because my voice is getting sore and ask you what you think. What do you think of our list? Did we miss one of your favorites? Let us know what you're thinking in the comment section down below. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.